everyone, welcome to Mala's Verse. Welcome if you're new here, welcome if you have been here before. Thank you so much for joining me in today's reading. So, today's reading is going to be a pick a card on how to or what can you do to attract a balanced relationship for yourself. And we have two options to go through. And before we get into the reading, take a few deep breaths and breathe out through your mouth. I'm going to ring the singing bowl. All right. So the first option that we have is this card, which is the healer. The second option is imagination. So before we get into the reading, take a few deep breaths again and let your awareness guide you to whichever pile you are drawn to, and I will see you in your reading. Hi, group one. If you chose the healer card, this is your reading. First of all, we are going to look into what is the current relationship energy that you're attracting. What kind of relationship are you attracting at this moment in time? So take a deep breath in and breathe out through your mouth. All right, let's see what is the bottom deck energy. We have Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. And we have, oh wow, we have beautiful cards. We have the Sun, and we have the Three of Pentacles, which is interesting. I mean, the first card, at least, with the Sun card being here, it is fun. I'm just looking for a crystal for the Sun card, not a crystal, but a rock. All right, so this is your current energy as to what you are attracting. So, for many of you, I do feel like you are attracting someone either in the same career or at least from your workplace. So it's basically, at least in your career, say, blah, blah, blah. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that you guys are attracting someone who is within the same field as yours or the same profession or in your workplace. And for some of you, this could be someone you've worked with. Worked with in the past as well. That's also coming through. Yeah, so there is this energy while I was shuffling the card. Also, it took me a while, I mean, to choose your card because something that was coming through was the word sham. And I was essentially getting the word imposter syndrome also for some odd reason. I wonder why that is. Let's see why that is. Eight of Pentacles. Oh, all right. So I wonder if some of you might feel that you're not enough to attract the right kind of relationship or the kind of relationship you want, or mostly in the sense that are you worthy of it? Have you worked hard enough for it? Get some sort of energy around this that you're not deserving of the sun energy of this bright, beautiful sun like relationship, which is enlightening, enlivening and so bright. You somehow, I feel like, might be feeling that you need to work even more to attract this. Like, what I'm basically perceiving is you might feel like an imposter or not good enough. or that you are not attracting from the right place. So that could be one of the blockages here, which is interesting. Why is it that I really want to explore this energy and I got a woozy of I mean like booziness sort of, if that's even a word, but there's a swish kind of an energy vortex that happened right now. Hmm. It's interesting that I'm feeling a lot of fear around, well, YouTube guidelines. I'll have to look for a crystal. That won't work. Let's keep this dried rose here. Yeah, that's not gonna work either. I'll just keep this pine cone. So we have the devil and we have the king of cups. So the king of cups had come before. Yeah, what I'm receiving here is maybe because some of you may have had an experience of whether the person that you were with was, essentially it has made you question, because the last person that you must have been with must have played some emotional games, because with king of cups and the devil card, this is someone who's pretending to be emotionally stable, I would say, in some way shape or form, even if they are not pretending, but they use emotions to manipulate. All right, maybe that is why the energy is this intense. Like they don't care how much they stir up stuff around you. And I do feel like this is the energy of the past, and that's why you feel not good enough for, as you know, attracting the right relationship for you. That is, that's the kind of love that sets you free and makes you fly high. That's the sun energy. So I feel like maybe you were in a relationship with a person in the past, or some sort of energy here in an intimate relationship has happened, so that this person posed to be very emotionally stable, but they actually want, like, stirred your emotional waters a lot and made, I maybe it's someone who breadcrumbed you and made you addicted to their energy. This could very well be the case, and my attention is time and again going to the fool as well. uh, Sorry. And the bottom of the deck, and it's that maybe some of them considered you as, I mean in some of the cases here, maybe this person considered you as an emotional fool, and basically they took a lot of advantage. Essentially, you are a person who wears their heart on the sleeve, and you've been very, most likely you guys have been working a lot on your emotional well-being. But what happened in the past was, this is what I'm perceiving with the king of cups and the devil card here. Someone who was more emotionally mature, or at least consider themselves to be emotionally mature than who you were at that point in time, and took advantage of your innocence, and especially I would say like your innocent love and how much love you wanted to give, because you had an abundance of it. And it changed their life a lot also, is what I'm receiving, because we do have the wheel of fortune at the bottom of the deck. And because of what happened, and you've been working on this wound, I would say, with the eight of pentacles quite diligently and in a very disciplined manner, yet right now there is this hesitation of feeling if you are enough. I wonder if some of you guys were in a third party situation with the three of pentacles here. And even if it's not third party, what I'm receiving is, just some other individual. This could be this person's close relative, sibling, whoever it is, and they, or a parent that they were more dependent on, and they listened to them more. And that's not an issue, but listen to them more in the sense that they didn't value what you were bringing to the table, so you felt like the third person within the relationship, whereas the relationship was between you and this person. And so that has made you I feel like maybe somehow there is this belief within you that you've been working on, and the belief is you can only just get this much in a relationship, or and that you cannot get your ideal relationship. I do feel like that fear is quite strong here. And with the healer card, I get the perspective of how much you were really devoted to this past connection, and how much love you gave, and it was very, very pure. We have this unicorn is entirely white, so that's just reminding me of purity and love that is sources or spirit's love. That's how abundantly you loved within this connection. So the energy that you have is probably, you are trying to work out a connection where it is from your same field, so that the person understands how you live. Maybe you are someone who's dedicated to their work, you like working, and so you want them to understand the nature of your work. Or maybe you want to build with someone, you want to create a business with someone, and you would rather have um basically I'm getting reminded of creating a business with your life partner. That's the energy also that I'm getting. Maybe some of you are trying to manifest that. All right, so what limiting beliefs or patterns are blocking you from attracting healthy love? I feel like we've already discovered this in here, but I'll still look into um, detail around this question. What's blocking you from attracting healthy love? This is the everyday witch tarot, is it? Yes. What's the bottom deck energy? We have judgment. Yeah. I fear that you judge your own innocent, loving self because of what occurred. I completely get why that would happen, right? And then we have Knight of Wands, Three of Wands. Somehow, what I'm getting with the Knight of Wands and Three of Wands is you are a person who would sacrifice a lot, and you would face any challenges, very courageously, and like a warrior with the Knight of Wands energy here. And you'll patiently wait for things to come to you. Like, you are a person who would tick all of these boxes so that the relationship works well. But now I somehow feel like with the Knight of Wands also here, there is this fear of exploring relationships. You are more so becoming passive. More than being in the receptive energy, it's more so I feel like you've become passive, a little fearful about connecting with other people, or specifically connecting in the sense of, in the romantic sense. Yeah, Ace of Cups as the clarifier for Knight of Wands, and we have Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I would like to have a clarifier for the Three of Wands as well. Yeah, I actually looked at the Three of Wands as a Three of Swords, and we have the Three of Swords as a clarifier for Three of Wands. Because interestingly enough, within this Three of Wands, you don't see anything, any ships coming back to the person who's standing on the cliff, which is how usually it is in the Rider-Waite system. So, what I do perceive here is that the blockage for you to attract a relationship or a healthy one is because in the initial one, where you were so present and so much yourself in the first relationship, because of the heartbreak that occurred, and I do feel like a lot of reality checks had happened, and so that has made you I'm getting the word a little complacent. Complacent in the sense that you'd rather be in hermit mode, you'd rather be in hiding rather than exploring relationships at this point in time. Yeah, focused on career. We have Knight of Pentacles and Nine of Pentacles. Just give me a moment. Hmm. All right. I wonder if, this individual also made you feel like you were not mature enough generally in life, because that's the energy I'm receiving, manipulating you into feeling that you are not good enough. So that's why you focus so much on your craft and so much on your work. Going to go into the next question, which is, what do you need to focus on to manifest a balanced and loving partnership at this point in time? Okay, first let me get some clarifiers here as to what can you do here, especially around this wound where it's made you a little complacent. What can you do to get over complacency? Moon at the bottom of the deck, we have Queen of Wands and Eight of Pentacles. Keep building on your confidence, especially keep building on your confidence through energy work, through creativity, because I do feel like you are a, I'm getting the word ferocious as well. You are a person who's fierce. You are, even if you are, unabashed in your loving, unconditional, and wow, I'm getting the word, I'm getting the energy of the word shame. So, shamelessly loving. But what I am also deriving from that is I do feel like your innocent way of loving and loving wholeheartedly was probably belittled, and there was shame induced around that. All right, that's been a tough journey, pile one, and my heart goes out to you. I genuinely, sincerely pray that you get out of this wounding, because you are the sun, you are a bright star, and you need to shine like that. We have the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, because what I'm getting here is we do have the Knight of Wands also here. Like, look at the cat. It's, it's a little awry and fearful of what's happening. The speed is too much. Although the cat is self sufficient, here the cat is very much relaxed and helping her queen. And also, even in the Eight of Pentacles, it's, dedicated and focused on the craft, just like the person is. So that's what I'm receiving here. The more you are able to focus your energy, this could very well be work wise, but this is more so diligently and dedicatedly putting your energy into things that are creative in nature, especially things that you must have stopped doing because they were fun for you. Maybe it's music, maybe it's art, maybe it is writing. So, researching around subjects could be anything, but that kind of dedication, that level of dedication where you do it as if it's your research project for submission, for which you have to, ace, essentially, with the Ace of Cups. How much would you put out? If it's an Ace of Cups sort of an energy where you pour your heart out into a project, how would you go about it? I feel like incorporating that energy into your life and doing projects in that sense, or creating projects for yourself that you can pursue in that sense, is going to help you muster up a lot of courage and build a lot of your emotional resilience as well. Because I feel like one of your lessons must have been to understand this pure, beautiful, unbridled, unabashed, I'm getting the word vivacious also, love that you have within yourself, that you want to pour out into the world, does not necessarily have to be just in a romantic connection. It is very well an extension of who you are, who your life force. It's an extension of source, of the creator, of who we all are, apart, whoever you believe in. And it has to manifest in different ways, is what I'm getting, not just your romantic connections. So don't bring that fear into romance, thinking that that's the exact amount of love you want, and because that would not actualize, that relationship is a failure. One is that scenario, and second, don't keep a lot of expectations from yourself and overwhelm yourself. Also, the same energy that you've been seeking will come through very in different ways in different points in your life. All right, so what is it that you need to focus on to manifest a balanced and loving partnership? So for that, I am going to pull a card from this deck, and I'll have to check because it has some pictures that YouTube would not allow. So this is the Lover's Oracle. Clearly not that easy to shuffle for me. What is it that you need to focus on to manifest a balanced and loving partnership? Let me see the image. Yeah, that's okay. Excuse me. We have look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. And this is what's written here. And it's along with this card that we are going to take the healer card. And that one says, you have powerful healing gifts. Have faith in your abilities. Stay true to your path as a healer. All right. So basically, I do feel like, in the simplest of terms, what's coming through is what you need to focus on is self healing, and especially realizing your healing capacities as someone who is in a relationship, as someone who is in a partnership. Recognize, like, look inside of yourself and recognize what is it that is making you feel this way, in the sense that what is it that is making you feel not enough, or that you only deserve breadcrumbs, or you only deserve a dull or a boring love life. Because I do feel like it's the energy that I'm receiving here is you have concluded in your mind in some way, shape, or form that you just, deserve a monotonous, boring love life. And I'm not trying to judge any sort of love life here, but I'm just getting that energy that your love life is not supposed to thrive. It's not supposed to make you feel elated and jump up high in the sky. And I'm not saying that's going to be the case all the time. Of course, the relationship is going to have its own ups and downs, but that energy being present or not, you've already like concluded that it won't be present. So that's like, you know not giving yourself the permission to experience the vivaciousness, that um, unconditional love that source may have to offer you through romantic connections, or a romantic connection that you would like. So you're already concluding that that's not possible. So look at what is making you feel this way, and especially look at why would you consider that you are not healing or you're not enough, because your capacities, especially your healing capacities, especially in a relationship, are extremely potent. And I feel like it's not just going to be a gift to your partner or even somebody else. It's going to be a big gift to you. I feel like your crown chakra, your awareness is going to expand a lot once you um, get over this wound. And it's not about getting over this wound as I mean just that, but more so realizing and making yourself realize, or grounding this idea within yourself, that you do deserve love. We have forgiveness here also at the bottom of the deck, and it says, stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So instead of looking at the worst case scenario, what if you could look at the best case scenario, right? So that is what is stopping you from, sorry, that is what you need to focus on to create a balanced and loving partnership. Hmm. Even as a healer, look inside of yourself as to how are you a healer to yourself, or how you have been a healer to yourself in ways that you may not have recognized. Maybe people have come and told you that you've been a healer in some way, shape, or form to them, and then you can connect the dots and see what if you've been that energy for yourself as well. Where have you been that energy for yourself? Now we are going to look at what steps can you take to prepare yourself for a healthy relationship. I am going to use this deck. Is it? Or are we using that one? That's for the last one. Okay. What steps can you take to prepare yourself for a healthy relationship? keep it here. Is it still visible? What is the bottom deck energy? Tower. So false foundations, false ideas about who you are, false ideas about what you deserve have to fall away. They have to fall down. All right. So what we have, Ace of Swords, the Lovers, and we have the Temperance. So right, okay. I do want to share the zodiac signs that are very clearly here. We do have strong air signs, especially we have Libra, we have Virgo energy, we have Capricorn energy, strong Capricorn energy, we have Sun, so there's Leo energy again. We have the Moon, so that's Cancer energy, and Sagittarius and Gemini energy with the Lovers and Temperance here. I mean, what steps can you take with the Ace of Swords, Lovers, and the Temperance card? What I am receiving here is you know what choice to make, and either of them is blessed because with the Lovers card, we have the blessing of the angel here, right? We have the blessing of the angel here with the Lovers card. So whatever choice you make is the blessed one. So with that clarity, with that awareness that whatever choice you make is the blessed one, that your spirit team has your back, that the universe has your back, what is your choice then? What clarity does that awareness give you, that you have universe, backing you up, taking care of you, that source is taking care of you, that your team in spirit archangels are taking care of you, because we have two angelic energies. We do have the devil also with the opposite angelic energy. It's not angel energy, so it's more so devil energy, right? But we still have doubling down energy with the angels with this one, which is the Lovers card, and we also have Temperance. And I feel like, not I feel like, did we have, I think I did see the Judgment card somewhere. Was it at the bottom of the deck? Maybe it was, because I do remember looking at that card. So we have two angels or double angelic energy protecting you, taking care of you. And with that clarity that you have, which is of these beings taking care of you, what choice will you make? And that is going to help you have more balance in your life, and also gaining more spiritual awareness about the steps you want to take, or what it will create for you, having a more expanded awareness around this. And how you can have that is, whatever choice this is, you may know the energy of it, you may understand the emotions behind it. So look up online or just look at people that inspire you. What is their, what is the wisdom that could come through their um wisdom that they may have shared online. Maybe it's through books, maybe it's through podcasts, whatever have you. this could be this could very well be an artist as well, because I'm getting that artist energy quite strongly. And this could be philosophies from different cultures, with the Sagittarius energy being present in the Temperance card, and mixing and matching your opinions, or mixing and matching whatever you learn with what you have gathered as an experience. Rather, that's what I wanted to say, not opinions, with the wisdom and the knowledge that you have gathered through your own experiences, and the wisdom that people who are emotionally or mentally at the place that you once want to be, or you want to reach, if there are people in your life, or if you know of examples of people who are there in some way, shape, or form, listen to their wisdom, combine your wisdom with that, subtract what is now no longer working for you, add what you would like to have, and multiply on what has been your strength, so that you become clearer about what is it that you want in a relationship. I do feel like visualization, and also the other strongest thing that is coming through, a really really strong thing, is to calm your nervous system. So doing yoga nidra meditation could be very helpful, or non non-deep sleep rest, I think that's what it's called alternatively. But yoga nidra or any meditation that's going to calm your nerves, especially around this, especially whenever anxiety strikes, when you think about romance or the past, feel through it, move through it, don't resist the anxiety, move through it, breathe through it, And with the forgiveness card, I am receiving that for practicing forgiveness, actively forgiving, especially when you feel, if the emotion when your emotions are running high, that's going to be very helpful in calming your nerves. It will help your nerves realize, or at least begin to understand the pattern of that they can relax a little. The more you relax yourself, especially in overwhelming situations, and it's going to be a step by step process for sure. I'm not saying that you would be able to do immediately, but yeah, that's going to be extremely helpful for you. The last question is, how can you recognize if a relationship is truly aligned with your highest good? I'm going to pull a card from this deck for that. What could be a possible sign that your that a relationship is truly aligned for your highest good? All right, that's the only card I'm taking, which is expansion. Like I said, with the sun card energy, also, that is how it's supposed to feel. That is how your relationship is supposed to feel. It's supposed to feel expansive, easeful. It's supposed to feel like home. It is not supposed to give you a lot of anxiety. I mean, there might be phases where you might get triggered or old wounds could get triggered, but it shouldn't be the case from the get go, is what I'm receiving. So, even if it's the right person, maybe that the time is for you to work on yourself. So, either way, a big indication about if the relationship is aligned for your highest good or not is expansion. And it says, spread your wings and soar, share your message, and shine your light. Show the world what you are made of. So that's what I'm receiving. You don't have to shy away from who you are. You can be this um so-called emotional fool, which I don't feel that you were. Of course, there must have been lessons which you have had to learn, but I do perceive that you loved because you really enjoy, you really thrive from giving love. And I feel like you would not have to stop that part of yourself from expressing themselves in a connection. And that could be one of your greatest indications that you are stepping into a connection which is aligned, more aligned to who you are. So a great strong indication could be feeling expanded, feeling at ease, feeling that the burden has been lifted off your shoulders and you can fly high. So anything else? No, that's all that I have for you. Pile number one, thank you so much for joining. I hope that this was helpful in some way, shape, or form. Do share thoughts in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you like the reading, if it helped you, and thank you again. I will hope, I hope to see you in future readings. Thank you. Bye bye. Hi, pile number two. If you chose the imagination card, this is going to be your reading. So, the first thing that we are going to look into is what kind of relationship energy are you attracting at this point in time? All right. Okay. So, the bottom of the deck is Seven of Wands. We have, interesting, we have the Hierophant and the King of Cups. So we have water sign energy, and we have, which is, well, water signs are Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, and we have the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy, and the bottom deck energy is Seven of Wands, which is Leo energy. You're, you are attracting, so for many of you, I am getting that you are probably attracting a marriage for yourself. You're actually attracting your life partner. I don't feel like this is casual dating in any way, shape, or form. It feels very grounded. It feels like you are very sure of the fact that now you are looking for a life partner. You are not interested in casual dating. You are not interested in casual connections of any kind. I also feel like for some of you, this concept of arranged marriage is coming through quite strongly as well. Something around, aligned with societal expectations and at the same time emotionally mature and fulfilling for you. That is what I'm receiving. In fact, I would want some clarity here because we do have Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and right beneath that is the Devil. So I do perceive that you are somehow wanting to escape or end a karmic cycle here. That is also an energy. I mean, that is also an awareness that you've had, and so that has helped you, actualize this way of being or this partner. In actualize in the sense that actualize the concept of what kind of a partner you want at this point in time. So, more so, can we look at a clarifier for the Hierophant here, please? Yes, because we have Seven of Wands energy here, so I do perceive that you're fighting off something or you're standing your ground quite strongly on something. And the card that's clarifying the Hierophant energy is the Strength card, which is again in one way it is Leo energy. I do feel like there's some sort of you're trying to be smart about your partner or what kind of relationship you're attracting in a way that I'm not even able to find words for this, but it's like you have worked a lot on the idea of what your ideal partner is and who you are also as well. And I do feel like you worked a lot on, huh? So it's more so like you're trying to work on your emotions or any of your shadow aspects and like giving love to your shadow aspects so that you can attract the right person for yourself. So it feels like this is an ongoing process and something that you would like to have. I wonder if there is this so with the arranged marriage thing, what I'm receiving is maybe you're trying to fight off the concept of arranged marriage, like you are rebelling against it in some way, shape, or form, because you may not have had good experiences with the prospects that came your way. And so with the strength card, you've had to show a lot of patience. You had to listen to a lot of people, sort of like leaving sly remarks. Maybe you are at an age where you're supposed to get married, and so you've been listening to a lot of tantrums from people, but you've been focused on your work and you've been standing your ground as to protecting why you've been focused on the things that you've been focused on, and you are at a higher plane. You've been, steadily moving forward in a certain direction and a direction that is aligned to your well being. What is this arranged marriage thing? I really want some clarifier here. Hmm. I do perceive that someone's trying to like someone is being a, of course with the king of wands it's a leader energy, but what I am perceiving is someone's trying to force their opinion in some way, shape, or form because of the regrets that they have had around this situation. And I'm perceiving this to be a parent here. So I do perceive that a parent or a parent like figure is sort of forcing their ideology or their way of being or what has worked or not worked because of their own, I mean they're projecting from their own, you know fears or regrets, so to speak, or things that have not worked out for them, especially like emotionally, and they're guiding you from that space or they're trying to influence you from that space or inspire also you from that space, but it's coming more so from their own fears, and you've been standing your ground, is what I'm receiving. You're trying to make the other person also understand, like, you have the emotional maturity to find the right person. And I know the question or the reading is about manifesting healthy relationships, but that is the turn that this reading is taking. So I'm going to share the messages that are coming through. It's like you are more sure of yourself than people around you are. That is the energy coming through. So the kind of relationship at this point that you're trying to attract, I feel like both things are happening, wherein maybe your parents, especially, if you come from an Asian or an Indian background, maybe they are focusing more on getting you to meet people in an arranged setup, basically. And whereas you are probably, you are open, no, you are not open to both options. I feel like you want someone who's especially emotionally at your level. And I do perceive that through this arranged marriage thing, it may not happen. Like, that is how you're concluding right now, because people that are coming towards you at this point in time, or the prospects that have been shared with you through your parents or whoever is arranging for you, it just feels that they are not at the same level as you are. And I do feel like they're also by same level. I feel like it's more so like emotionally, because they might be focused on other things, or emotional compatibility must be lesser, is basically what I'm receiving. And that they are also triggering your questioning where you are also coming from. So it's a mix of these energies. So even if you are getting prospects in an arranged setup, I do perceive that you are yourself looking for a partner as well, someone with whom you can build a strong emotional foundation, specifically with someone who's going to help you have strength through the tough situation. So I mean, of course, ideally many people or almost everyone wants that, but I specifically feel like someone who is sure of themselves. With the strength card, what I'm receiving is someone who has been aware of their shadows as well, basically. That's what I'm receiving. And it's not just light. Someone who is genuinely nurturing towards their own selves, or the individual that they are, especially through tough and dark situations. That is coming through quite strongly. So what limiting beliefs or patterns are blocking you from attracting, you're attracting healthy love? Okay, so the bottom deck energy is Temperance. The Temperance, and we have, all right, I'll get to that. We have Page of Wands and Three of Wands. Again, it had come up for the other group as well. I feel like there's a tussle going on, in the sense that with the Page of Wands, you are, quite interested in exploring this area. You are quite excited as well. Maybe you are a person who is like a hopeless romantic, or someone who romanticizes love too. And you've been wanting to, explore through that energy. But with the Three of Wands, what I'm receiving is you're also waiting for things to arrive. You're waiting for things to actualize. So there's a mix. The tussle is in the energy of inaction and wanting to take action. So I feel like that push and pull is going on, which might be blocking things to flow towards you with much more ease, because you yourself are pushing in. I mean, you're pushing yourself, especially like energetically, you're pushing yourself as to, am I not taking enough action? Should I be more adventurous? Should I put myself out there, etc.? And with Three of Wands, no, let this manifest. There's a tussle going on. And so that is why there's a chaos and wonky energy, as we were getting in the initial spread as well. And we have Temperance at the bottom of the deck. which is reminding me of the fact that, especially the way this woman is trying to sneak a peek, right? So I do perceive that there is this urgency energy wanting to, especially this urgency is around, excuse me, let me just take this one sip. It's already cold. But there is this urgency to actualize the final result or know the entire pathways what I'm receiving. You're wanting to know everything from the inside out as to where am I going, whom am I going with, what is the itinerary, right? Itinerary or itinerary, whatever that word is, but basically what's the agenda, where are we going, who are we going with, how are we going, what clothes am I wearing. You want every specific detail, all the answers laid out for you right at this point. But it's more so with the temperance, there has to be a more balanced approach at this point in time for you. Pile number two. Now I am going to look at what do you need to focus on to manifest a balanced and loving relationship or partnership. So the first card for that is imagination. Envision a new reality. Give yourself permission to dream. Believe in unlimited possibilities. And the next card is going to be from this deck, which is the Lover's Oracle. Oh wow. Exactly what I was hoping for. Not hoping for, hoping for exactly what I was not hoping to happen. Mercury retrograde has gone, but I'm still slipping with my words. So let's shuffle again. What do you need to focus on to manifest a balanced and loving partnership? You just check the illustration. So, sort of can't show it because of YouTube guidelines. We have, so we have this image, and it says sacred union, honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Imagination, envision a new reality, give yourself permission to dream, believe in unlimited possibilities. Yeah, instead of going through this push and pull or this tug of war energy between what should I do, what should I not do, how should I speak, or what should I say, or what should I talk about, or how should I interact with this person, or should I wait for them to reply, should I play those mind games, that's the energy I'm receiving. I would say more than that, what's going to help you right now to establish, specifically like establish this energy within your life, within your energy field, around a balanced and loving partnership, is to imagine the perfect relationship that you would like to have, especially in a way that is, quite in alignment with this phrase, sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. So what do these words, what kind of energy do they incite in you, what kind of energies do they inspire in you? Write that down, visualize it, dream about it. And doesn't have to be a specific person, but visualize living life as though you are already in that sacred union. Not just visualize, like having that awareness of that energy in your life. So there's an interesting exercise. Maybe it has been taught earlier, but the first time I came across this was through Abraham Hicks, and they talk about the first thing that you can connect to as soon as you wake up to shift your energy is just tap into the frequency. You can tap into a frequency. And for an example, they give the example of tap into the frequency of love, and they literally say you don't have to think about who do you love, when did you love, what happened in love, just the frequency of love. You even just saying that word with a lot of attention and being in the present moment, you will feel an energy, right? So repeating that word and amplifying its energy, and law of attraction sort of works that way, which is, if you focus on it for 17 seconds, it can build up, and that momentum keeps going. So you build up that energy of what a sacred union is. Just this word, sacred union, what does it inspire in you? What does this energy look like? How does it play out in life? Have you seen people have it? Have you seen, maybe you have seen this relationship in between, in mythologies, in between gods and goddesses? So how does it feel to be a part of that journey, to emulate that energy and experience that for yourself? For we all are the extension of that same energy, which is god, goddess, creator, source, whoever you do believe in. So what is that energy like? Especially imagination also is tying up to this energy of visualizing, actualizing. Before you go to sleep, visualize that. As soon as you wake up, visualize that. Anything that you would like to manifest continuously and in a more profound manner, those are the best times to visualize. You can of course have other goals as well that you want to visualize during, and set an intention for before going to sleep and after waking up. But this is what we're talking about, and it's also the energy, the guidance that's coming through, which is to imagine what sacred union is. Imagine why your reality is so wonderful. Why does everything work out for you? Believe in unlimited possibilities, as this card says, and do it from a place of abundance, from a place of no judgment, no prejudice, no projections, in the sense that you don't put anything as a reference point. You just have the awareness of what sacred union is and wanting to actualize that in your life. So what steps can you take to prepare yourself for a healthy relationship? For that, we are taking this deck again. What steps can you take to prepare yourself, excuse me, for a healthy relationship? All right. Bottom of the deck is Knight of Wands. All right. We have, isn't that interesting? We have the Empress, Nine of Wands, and we have the Knight of Cups. Hmm. So I think we were talking about nurturing, like you were looking for a partner who has nurtured their wounds. That's the exact step that you also have to take, especially around, I feel like, specifically around when people want to give to you. This Knight of Cups is very much romantic for sure, but I feel this is more general energy here. Like that's how I'm perceiving it. It's more general. It's more about, my attention is going towards this cat on the top, and it has the shades of orange and black. The strongest message that's coming through here is that not everyone is projecting from their shadows. Many of them that are coming to you with their office, with the Knight of Cups, they might be doing it from a place of their light self as well, or their creative self as well. Even if essentially everyone has, we are perfectly imperfect. So even if these people, or this could very well be a specific person, has not been the best in their relationship with you, because I don't feel like this is romantic. This could very well be a father figure for many of you. And with the Empress, could be a mother figure, but I don't feel that way. It's more so, it's giving me a divine masculine energy. And so even if they have their shadows, they still, with that orange color, it's giving me King of Wands energy, which is someone who is very much a leader, and a leader who wants to inspire its people, a leader who wants to take their people forward. That's the energy I'm receiving. And I do feel like many a times they do come, even if it's not many a times, but there are times that they do come to you with such an energy where they want to see you propel ahead in life, to move forward in life, but you might misconstrue that as arrogance or as energy that is coming from their shadows. It's not always the case, and I do perceive that taking a step towards understanding this and genuinely asking yourself, are you prejudging the offers that are coming your way, could be one good step to take here. And other than that, I do perceive that, nurturing, and I feel like there's humbling required. And I'm not trying to be a mean person here. Genuinely, I'm just trying to give you the messages that are coming through. And especially what I'm receiving here is humble yourself, in the sense that say this in the kindest of ways. People have gone through, there are many people who have gone through similar pains or even worse pains, and they have nurtured themselves back to health. But more than health, I'm getting, they have nurtured themselves back to love. So I'm saying this in a humbling manner, or the humbling that is coming through here is that you have to get out of the victim mindset, that you will always be um, that you will always have to be in a defense or defensive position or a defense mode because people are coming to get you. No, that is not the case, and that's what you need to confront with yourself. Where are you doing that from a place of fear? Where are you concluding from a place of fear that people are out there to get you, especially romantically? Like, everyone is going to just love bomb you with the knight of wands. And with the nine of wands, yes, that's where you're being defensive. I'm not saying don't be careful, I'm not saying don't be aware of the red flags. Definitely be, and you are knowledgeable enough, you are smart enough to understand that. You have worked and are still, like I said, you have this was a work in progress energy that I saw with the strength. So there is a work in progress is going on, which is to understand your own shadows, and where you might be projecting from your own shadows onto the other person. That is if you are in connection with someone. But I do feel like this is a strong wake up call here from source, from the universe, wherein you have to nurture, especially the way this empress is holding on to her womb. I do feel like nurturing your sacral chakra energy, your second chakra, especially nurturing your sensual energies if they were affected by previous relationships in any way, shape, or form. This doesn't have to be just intimacy in terms of physicality, but this could very well be being vulnerable with your emotions, and um, that being used against you or abused against you as well. You have to realize that this is not a cycle that has to continue, because I do perceive that now you are much more resilient, you're much more stronger. Your confidence comes from a foundational place. It's not based on other people's nurturing energy towards you or how they want to care for you. It is definitely coming from a place that is of your own and not influenced by other people. So remember and remind yourself that you can nurture yourself, that you can take care of these wounds, and that you can lick your own wounds is what I'm getting, even if you fall again. So and so because of that, don't have prejudice around the offers that come to you, because many a time these offers are very light-hearted, and some of them are very pure as well. They are not necessarily coming from malintent. All right. So, how can you recognize if a relationship is truly aligned with your highest good? For that, we are going to take the Unicorn Oracle deck. Just give me a moment. Hmm. How can you recognize if a relationship is, excuse me for that, if a relationship is truly aligned with your highest good? All right, one is enough. The bottom deck energy is action. Now is the perfect time to act, take inspired action towards your dreams, move forward with confidence. I'll let you in on this one. And then we have abundance. So that is how you're going to recognize, enjoy the bounty of life, very much in, correspondence to, not correspondence, but congruent to this energy of the Empress. Enjoy the bounty of life. Your supply is unlimited. Blessings are coming to you. So, with this, what I'm receiving is, first of all, expect good things to happen rather than expecting the worst outcome always. And like I said, even if things go south, you are so equipped at this point in time, pile number two, that you can take care of yourself. You don't have to worry that you will not be able to stand back up no matter what happens, right? So, with how will you realize that you are in a relationship that is aligned for your highest good? Abundance. You will feel abundant. You will feel that it is okay for you to be vulnerable with your emotions. You will realize that uh, there is bountiful of ways to feel at ease, to feel that the connection is a sacred union, and in different ways. Like, what I'm receiving here is that maybe being in that kind of a connection is not is not only fulfill. Okay, how do I say this? Oh, voila. All right. So being in this sacred union, it's not just that the relationship will be abundant, but you will feel abundance in all areas of your life, especially energetically. You will feel more abundant in your workspace. You will feel you're more abundant in your social relationships, in your social connections, in your familial connections, in your friends, in your connections with your friends as well. You'll feel there is a bountiful energy, a bountiness, if that's even a word, but you will feel abundant. And it's not so much about money. It's more so like you feel fulfilled and abundant just being present with these people, just being present with who you are. That's how abundant you are going to feel. And especially like expressing yourself with the rainbow, also, like, a vibrant expression of who you are, a vivid expression of who you are, and an unabashed expression of who you are. And with the action card here, what I wanted to say was, we do have dance right beneath that, is that instead of having this tug of war that we were getting here with the three of wands and page of wands, whether to wait or take action, or to wait and explore a new territory, you will be, you know the indicator, or the indicator if this relationship is aligned with your highest good or not. It will be very clear to you when you have to take actions. Basically, that's what I'm receiving. So, yeah, pile two, that's all that I have for you. Thank you so much for joining. I hope that this was helpful in some way, shape, or form. Do share your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if the reading was of help to you, if you found anything that resonated. And always only take what empowers you. Thank you again so much for joining, and I hope to see you in future readings. Bye bye.